All right, we're about to have a conversation with a Ghanaian who is making us proud beyond our shores. Now, recently you heard about the Amino song that went viral, his input in that, and he creating the piano version and getting that song to the world stages and winning various awards from that song. Now, interestingly, a few days ago, he got signed on by Akon's Convict Culture, and it's a big deal for us as Ghanaians because we've been talking about how a lot of other nationals are making themselves proud beyond the shores. Now, this is one of our own. He's called Noble Zogli, but popularly referred to as Nektunez. It's a pleasure to have you join us, Nektunez.
Same here. Thank you for having me.
I always admire your disposition. You're always like doing big things, but always carrying a very calm demeanor. I don't know how you do it.
I mean, I just put in the work. I mean, the work will speak for itself. So
you don't belong to the school of packaging?
Not really. I mean, I just go with the flow. Actually, naturally, like I just go with the flow, and then things just happen naturally as well.
Because they say, you know why I'm asking this? Because they say show business, and everybody keeps talking these days about packaging and the mere fact that you have to package yourself and look a certain way so that you're giving a certain level of respect. But I see you do great things, entering into big or having conversations with big folks, yet the guy I saw in the USA at the Ghana Entertainers Award was looking, you know, all like nothing is happening around him. I don't know.
I mean, naturally, that's how I am. So I don't really pay attention to what people say or how like people carry themselves. I just carry myself how I feel comfortable. Yeah.
I see. Congratulations to you. You're making us so proud.
Thank you.
Is even your thank you cry? Oh, Charlie, I wish I was like you. By now, everybody would have heard about me. Charlie, be me where Akon sign me. You know, that kind of vibe, you know, Charlie.
right. I know, right.
But tell me how it feels.
How it feels? It feels good. It feels great. And then more importantly, I feel very motivated to, keep going, keep working. Definitely, I'll get to where exactly I want to get to.
You know, we sit here and we begin to assume, oh, maybe somebody took you to him or you had somebody who knew Akon. Let's not speculate. You tell me, how did it happen? I never saw this one coming.
Yeah, okay, so actually, this actually happened very naturally and organically. Prior to even my hit song, he had sent me a message on my Instagram I didn't even see.
Really? Like you got Akon sending you a DM and you didn't see it, guy?
Yeah, I'm hardly on social media, so I don't know how come I didn't see. I think you went somewhere. I don't know. So I was booked for this event July 23rd. It is called a festival. It's called Jollof Festival. So I was booked on that event, and then he happened to be the one who was producing the event. So a day or two before the main event, like we were booked for a radio interview. To talk about the event. So that's how come I met him. I met him at the radio station and we vibed, and then like he asked me a few questions. He told me like he'd been trying to reach out a year ago or whatever, but he thinks like I hadn't seen the message at that time. And I was like, oh, for real? So I checked and I was like, oh yeah, that's true. And then he was like, but everything that happens for good reasons. So probably maybe this is the right time for us to meet. So fast forward. We met at a radio station. We had a good conversation. We exchanged numbers. And then that very night, I was in the studio and then he hit me up and then asked me where I was. And then I told him I was in the studio. He pulled up. So he pulled up. I was working on a couple of...
He pulled out at your studio? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Whoa.
He came to the studio.
Whoa.
Yeah, he came to the studio and then I was working on a couple of stuff. And then he heard them. Like, you know, I have a deal with Sony Music, so like the projects that I have coming up, like I was working on a bunch of them. So he heard about other records, and then he was like he went crazy, and then he was like, he could actually tell like I was very musically inclined and all that. So like he was very impressed with that. And then prior to that, he would come to my house randomly. We have studio sessions, like we write songs for like other artists, A-list artists here. We put stuff together, and then like everything just became like family. He'll come to my house, like this very studio, with his wife, with his kids, and then like everybody's just chilled, cool. Like we have good moments. And fast forward, he saw the vision. For me, I wanted a career. Like I'm not too much concerned about, like, let me use the word fame that much. Like I was just too. I was just concerned about like having a long-term career, and then he actually had that vision that I shared, and then it just happened.
Wow. You talked about writing songs, you know, for A-list artists. You want to mention some of the people, or these are contractual issues?
Yeah, they are confidential for now. But like when I start dropping videos, studio session videos, like you see for yourself. But these are like very like big names here. And then for me, I like to work. I don't know if you follow me. Like I always work, especially behind the scenes and all that. And then when things come to light, like you guys will just chance on them.
Wow. I can't wait to see all of that. Then also, I know that before now, there was a deal, you said it yourself, with Sony Music and BI Recordings. So what happens to those deals? Do they still stand now that you're with Akon?
Yeah, they do stand. So more of that is more of like a distribution where like they get me the features. They also have a plan for me where like they want to set me on the global platforms and all that. So we have artists that like I'm working with. We have like some of the records done already, and then so they are more of like a distribution kind of deal. But the deal with Akon is more of like management, like day-to-day activities, how to take me to the next level and all that. So they are two different things.
In your submission, you said the song has already done what it's supposed to do for me. I want to understand what you wanted that song to do for you.
It was something that like I believed in. I put every dime I had on it. Did my sponsored art. Did I paid some dancers. I paid Dance God and the
PW, yeah, Dance with Purpose, yeah.
The academy, they did their thing, and then all I did was I would constantly do sponsored art and then direct it to Nigeria. And then when the song, so everything started from Nigeria actually, because honestly, I don't know, most of my followers.
Your fan base is from Nigeria. Your huge fan base.
Yeah, 80% of the people who follow me are from Nigeria. And then when the song got big, people actually thought I was Nigerian. And then I think that the reason why is like it was late for people to even know I was Ghanaian was, I mean, I tried to push the narrative, but it's like everybody went dead. Everybody went dead from my own country. When the song got a buzz, all the congratulatory messages I was getting from Nigeria, I was like, okay, cool. If there's Nigerians who vibe with me, let it be. Maybe
we went dead on you, eh? Ghana went dead on you. We are claiming you now. We promise not to go dead on you again. You posted a few days ago, I think it's about 3 days or 2 days ago. You said, we'll be dropping a pack of 5 instrumentals for artists, into bracket upcoming, to jump on. Might be life-changing for someone out there. Who knows? And I must say that this has received massive response. I have seen about almost 900 comments, about 869 comments already. How's it going? What's the ratio looking like for those who you've received or read? What's the ratio looking like? They're from Ghana, Nigeria. Who are these people who are flooding your DM?
You know exactly where they are going to be coming from. From our sister.
Then they are hungrier than we are, eh?
Majority of the people in my DM, like, they are from that side. I'm not even going to lie.
Well,
but some the Ghanaians too, chance on it. They linked up and all that. But I would say 90% Nigeria.
Wow. Well, we see how that goes, and I hope that a Ghanaian gets, you know, to get a banger from one of your tunes, you know.
Yeah.
Except my producer is asking me whether Ghanaians think you're expensive. That's why they don't patronize.
Oh, I mean, way before I got the name I have now, like I wasn't charging that much. I would even work for people for free, but it had never been that way. So I don't think it's because of price or anything. The song was doing well in some clubs in Ghana and all that. I got some radio DJs behind me who would like hit me up and then ask for my new record, and then we're willing to play like as soon as I drop it. So it's not like Ghanaians weren't doing anything at all, but it's just the ratio, and then like the ratio was just like huge. The difference was just huge.
Well, let's finally talk about God Did. I've had the conversations around it. Tell me, I've read about it, why you pick it, but I want you to tell people why you decided to pick DJ Khaled's God Did and do a remix of it and put it out there.
When I heard the hook, like it touched me. Like I just felt something within me when I heard the hook. So I was like, you know what? Let me just remix this and put it out there. And then I just did a remix and then posted it on my Instagram. I didn't even do any promo or nothing behind it, but it's over 300,000 streams on Audio Mark already.
Now, with things like that, I've been wondering, does he have any copyright implications? How does Khaled feel about it? Do you have any response from his team and all of that? How does it work?
So with this one, because I'm not trying to monetize it, it doesn't bring any problems. This one, I didn't post it on my Apple Music, Spotify, none of those platforms that will make me make money from the record. So I just put it on Audio Mark and YouTube, and then the YouTube content ID definitely like send proceeds to DJ Khaled's camp. But I actually had some people from his camp who sent me a DM and then asked me to send them the original, like the MP3 file, and then they want to follow up with that. So I sent it to them. Yeah.
Oh, what would the follow-up likely be like? Are they going to say we're giving you some splits, or what do you think it will be like?
Honestly, I don't know if I think what they are trying to do is like to make it an official one. But I mean, these are people who reach out to me and they told me they work with this camp and all that. So I'm not too much focused on that now. Like, however it goes, if they decide to make it work, cool. If they don't, like, it's still out there for people to vibe to, and it's still doing good numbers. So for me, like, I just go with the flow. However it comes, like, I'm cool. So.
Noble Zogli. So you are Achu, and your sister is Eche or Achufwi? No, she'll be Achufwi.
Yeah, they never called us that though, but
see you. They never called you that. Don't let the people come for you. They never called you that.
They always call us Ellie and then Ellie Klim. So yeah, but they never called us.
Okay, so you are Ellie and your sister is Ellie Klim.
Yeah.
So Fika, our sister Le?
No, she's in Ghana.
Oh, so you will speak Eve? Or Mesebegbawa?
I do.
Hey, on that note, thank you so much for joining us. We are so proud of you, and keep making us proud beyond the shows. You know how we are. Your people, we will not support from the beginning, but when we realize that it's getting big, we will jump in and claim our thing. You know, so, but we love you. And the next time I'm in Atlanta, I'll look for you.
Thank you. I'll be in Ghana definitely this December, so I will come and look for you.
We'll be so excited to see you. And thank you so much. I need to add that you produced the Just Being Us theme song for me, sung by Camido. That's actually what got us in touch.
I actually forgot I did that production. So I hit Camilo up and I was like, was I the one who made that beat? And then he was like, yeah. And he was like, yeah, I forgot. And I was like, damn, I don't remember. And then so he sent me the rap. I was like, oh shit. Yeah, sorry. I was like, oh damn. Like, yeah, I did. I actually forgot. Like I did something like that. But yeah, listening to it still sounds like new and all that. So
thank you.
Yeah,
and I hear you did stuff for 3 Music as well.
Yeah, I did the sound design. Yeah.
Oh wow.
Some sound designs, yeah.
I see. Thank you so much and take care of yourself. We'll see you in Ghana in December and all the best.
All right. Thank you very much. I want to thank you for having me. God bless you.